Hello, good morning, dear students. This is Avinash sir from Praveen Patil College. In today's lecture, guys, we are going to start unit number 2. Before starting unit number 2, we were complete the unit number 1, in which we were studied about the basic concepts of maintenance and repair. Now it's time to find out the causes of damages, and we need to detect some damages in our structure. So guys, let's start with the unit number 2, causes and detection of damages. So let's start with the causes of damages. What are the various causes which tends to the damage our structure? First is the distress in structure. So let's see what is the distress in structure. Over the period with aging, distress is natural phenomenon and would appear in structure due to wear and tear. After the long use of our structure, obviously it will get to wear and tear, and because of that our structure get distress. Second thing, distress happens due to factors such as poor workmanship, lack of maintenance, atmospheric effects, abuses, accidents, natural calamities, and chemical reactions. So, what is the reason behind happening the distress? So, first thing is poor workmanship. Laborers are not doing the work properly. Because of that, distress is happening in our structure. Lack of maintenance, we are not doing the maintenance regularly. Some atmospheric effects are there, like sun temperature, wind, abuses, somebody attacks on your structure, accidents, accidentally something is impacted or collide on your external walls, that maybe comes under the accident. There is various natural calamities, floods, storms. It also get cause to distress in structure, and chemical reactions. Quality of resources may not be standard. Whatever your resources used while building your structure, it may not be standard. Alteration overloading, alteration and overloading. This may be also cause of the distress, and it increases the unwanted stresses which cause to the distress in structure. Lack of quality in construction. If you are not doing the proper quality construction, it may be tends to distress in structure. Distress due to corrosion, environmental effects, poor quality material used, poor supervision, poor design, low quality of maintenance, non-standard repair skill. So here is the some additional causes which causes to the distress in structure. Environmental effects, poor quality material. Okay, this is about the distress in structure. Now let's see about the earthquake. This is the second cause which may damage our structure. Earthquake means motion at base, and if motion at the base is happen, the base structure moves, but structure has tendency to stay in its original position due to inertia. Because of the inertial property, structure tends to stay in its original position, but its base moves because of the earthquake waves. So because of that, lateral pressure is come on our structural elements. An earthquake resistant construction should have following properties for better seismic performance. If your construction comes under the seismic zone, so our structure should have following properties. Good structural configuration should be good of our structure. Lateral strength should be enough, because if there is happen earthquake, it will tend to move laterally. So that's why we have to provide the structure which is firm in the lateral direction. More ductility. Structure should be more ductile. Our structure should also good deformable, and our structure should have better damage ability. So this is the second cause of damage. Third, wind. Structure may be get damaged because of the high intensity wind, or may be caused by the tornadoes. Tornadoes means high intensity wind. A heavy wind in which basic wind pressure is high may damage trees, power lines and small structure. So that means heavy wind may be caused to the damage of trees, power lines and small structures. Fourth cause of damage is flood. The effect of flood is the damage of power transmission, loss of power, loss of lives, property damages, crop destruction. So because of the flood, many losses we have to bear. We have to loss of power, loss of lives, property damages, crop destruction. Also because of the flood, structure based सॉइल मूवमेंट, जो हमारा स्ट्रक्चर होता है उसके बेस का जो सॉइल होता है, इट गेट्स फ्लडेड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस वाटर प्रेशर, एंड इफ दिस सॉइल गेट फ्लडेड आवर स्ट्रक्चर बेस may be moved from its original position and it is very hazardous for our structure. Lateral pressure on footing. If flood is flows like this, it may put the pressure on footings. Here may be your footing and water is flowing like this. That means this water putting the lateral pressure on footings, and if footings get pressured, it may collapse of our building. Fifth, dampness. Due to the dampness, moisture travels through walls and ceiling, which creates the unsightly patches and effects on aesthetic of building. dampness के कारण क्या होता है, aesthetic जो appearance होता है building का बिगड़ जाता है. Failure of roofing material. Because of the dampness, roofing material get failed. Unwanted moisture enables the growth of various fungi. Because of the dampness, there may be growth of various fungi. Generally, it observes in the rainy season. Moist environmental issues that leads to maintenance and repair. Because of the moist environment, that means because of the dampness, our structure may be leads to maintenance and repair work. Materials are water absorbent, may cause dampness. Suppose take the example of our brick. Brick is the water absorbent material, and if brick absorb the material water, it may cause to the dampness. The source and root of water in structure or building elements must be identified accurately for the effective planning of repair and maintenance. If you want to plan very accurately repair and maintenance work, you need to identify the dampness source. Now let's see about the corrosion. How corrosion damages the structure. Formation of rust और आयरन ऑक्साइड. रस्ट मीन्स हिंदी में उसको गंज कहा जाता है, जंग या गंज. कोरोजन मीन्स क्या होता है, देयर में बी फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द रस्ट और आयरन ऑक्साइड ऑन द मेटेलिक बॉडीज. Corrosion is the gradual destruction of material, usually metals, by electrochemical reaction with their environment. If water comes under contact with the metal in the presence of oxygen, our metallic bodies in the structure get corroded, and it may be tends to the gradual destruction of our materials. Steel bars in concrete get corroded and then bonding loses, which leads to damage of building or parts of building. The deterioration occurs due to corrosion such as spalling of concrete cover, cracks parallel to the reinforcement, spalling of edges, swelling of concrete, dislocation, internal cracking. So, because of the reinforcement corrosion, there may be spalling of concrete may be happen, and this spalling may be on the surface, may be on edges. Also, this corrosion cause to the swelling of concrete, dislocation, and internal cracking. Fire. So, how fire contribute to the damage of structure? Actually, fire is hazardous to both the building and occupants, resulting in weakened structural strength. Obviously, because of the fire, our structural strength get damaged. Aesthetic appearance also be damaged. Further heat of fire along with the water used can lead to swelling. So, if we try to reduce that fire, we use the water. So, because of the water and fire combination, the concrete may get swell, spalling and cracking of nearby material. Also, it may be caused to the spalling and cracking of nearby materials. For steel structure, fire may cause thermal buckling and material yielding under small stress. If your structure subjected to the fire, in that case your structure's yielding strength is get reduced, and on the small stresses the components of the building get buckled. Eighth cause of damage is dilapidation. So, dilapidation is the term used to denote the decay damage of a structure due to continuous neglect in maintenance and repair willingly. Sometimes we not concentrate on the maintenance and repair work, because of that the dilapidation is happen. This may occur due to various reasons such as natural decay of members due to materials aging is a natural phenomenon. So, why dilapidation is happen? Because of the decay of members and due to materials aging.